amazing night, beautiful people. And in the morning it was like 6:20. They stopped the music. I look to the sky. I see a lot of line of smoke, and I get it. We have rockets. It's like a movie, you know, war movie. Ta, 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 ta. I don't have really time to think, and I get the back of the weapon to my head. I felt my head like that jump and fall on the floor. Everybody that survived that day is a miracle. I have son, 11 years old, that he is everything for me, my power. Until the Nova, I was working with boys at risk youth in a hostel from home, and I'm a student to architect interior design. My parents, they immigrants from Ethiopia in '84, and I born in Israel in the 19th and grown up here all my life. I live in Netivot now. Netivot is like 15 minutes from here, very close. So, you know, you get used to it. It's like Sderot, rocket, stuff like that, you know. And this place, the Nova, it was heaven before that. Before it was crazy there. Me and two of my friends, Daniel Cohen and Yochai Ben Scharia, we buy the ticket 3 months before the event, and we reach here. And I know the Nova group 3 years before this Nova, and every year we have some parties. Every time it was like more bigger, more professional. And we knew that this Nova, it's gonna be like the biggest. We was here 3,500 people that only come to dance. And here in Israel, people with 1,000 people, like party with 1,000 people, it's huge for us. So we was very excited. And now this place, where you see behind you with all the picture there, it was our big dance floor. There we was dancing, and you know the famous videos. There you have the main stage with the big corner there. It was the main stage that DJ called to everybody to go. And behind that you have the place that was the parking lot of the 7th of October, but now they put their trees and picture that everyone that was murdered that day is the same picture that we have in the big dance floor. And the way out was to that direction. I know that you come from that direction because now it's closed. But if you drive like that, it's like a circle, and then you reach to that point, to this road, the Hell Road. This is the famous road, 232, you know, with all the car burn. So it's like that. You go with the circle and you reach to the road. With that road, if you go to that direction, you reach village Re'im. And if you go to that direction, you reach village Be'eri. And Gaza, it's 5 kilometers straight to there. And when they come to Israel that day, they didn't know about the party. Even I get the location 2 hours before. Like nobody know the location.
Nobody knows before.
No, they didn't know about that the party is here. They have very straight, you know, plan where to go and like that. And they start with the kibbutz, and they get it after that something going on here, because like I said, more than 3,000 people, a lot of cars. So they kill the first there, and it make the traffic jam that make everybody to abandon the car and run. All the famous videos that everybody run, and this is what make the traffic, and like they closing us. So the Nova was in the middle of all this crazy day. Now in the morning, the night, we come here night, amazing night, beautiful people, all the kind of people that you can imagine, like really all the kind of people, and we have fun. And in the morning, it was like 6:20. I decided to go to the tent, get sunglasses, because the sun starts to go out, you know. This kind of the event, when the sun go out, is the high of the event. Many people come here in 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, like that. And they stop the music. I look to the sky. I see a lot of line of smoke, and I get it. We have rockets. And like I said, I live in Netivot. You get used to it. And before Netivot, I 6 years in Netivot, and before Netivot, I was in Ashdod. I grew up in Ashdod until 28. And Ashdod is the same, not the same, but also, you know, suffering from rockets. So because we know this is the area, we said maybe the music came back. This is 1, 2 rockets. But with the time, the security guys start to come to us and like, hurry up and go. That's it. The party is over. And we was very sad about the party. That's it. And with the time, we get it that the amount of the rocket, it was weird even for me. Like it was weird even for me. And we decided to take our car and start to drive to the way out. Even we saw all this chaos. Like imagine 3,000 people together organize, you know, the staff and everybody with chairs and with tables, and the girls that crying and scream, every boom you hear rah, like that, and chaos. So we take our stuff, we go to the car, and we start to drive to the way out until we stuck. We see the road, 2-3 cars that separate us in the road. We stuck, we wait, traffic jam, we don't understand, wait 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then we start to hear gunshot that come from that direction, like the village rain direction. We get it that we have a terrorist, and we think like this is terror attack, 1 terrorist, 2 terrorists, you never think about I don't know what. And we saw it's also, you know, real, like you get used to rockets, you see, you hear gunshot and you said, okay, terror attack. We saw the police officer that worked here, it was very organized party, so we said, okay, they're gonna control of that, you know. And they come to that area, and because we don't succeed to go up on the road, and we hear the gunshot that come close to us, and we said, okay, let's take the car and go through the forest between the trees, and maybe like that we succeed to pass the traffic and go up on the road from another way. We need to go up on the road and go to that direction. So we went to the forest, we drive really little bit, and then we stuck because it was with holes. We stuck with the car, we go out, we look to the direction of the junction that we saw the policeman, and we hear the gunshot, and then we saw our policemen fighting back, like they shooting, they scream to each other with the IDF word that I don't understand, but we are in a problem. Me and 2 of my friends behind our car look to that direction. 3 of us films like with the phone, like, yeah, I would say funny, but it's not funny, but you see, I have video after that I'm gonna send 3 of us like that with the phone. And with the time we get it that the policemen don't succeed like to stop them, like they come close to us with the time. And if it's in the beginning it would sound 1 terrorist, 2 terrorists, it's become to be more than that, and also sound of RPG, stuff like that, that in that point I didn't know what is that sound, but in the video, you know, after that I get it, I'm in the middle of a war. And because you know that here in Israel you never see police officer, soldier put his weapon and shooting if somebody that shoot him before, and they shooting, they fighting, they like, it's become war. And some point my friend Yochai, he get it that all the cars on the road in the forest is abandoned cars, and like I said, policemen don't succeed to hold them, this is a abandoned car, and we have to abandon our car also and run to the road to that direction, like the redirection. We hope that we have there policemen, I don't know. And because again we think this is terror attack, that's it, like this is the only situation that's happening. We abandoned our car and we run to the road, and if I think that I'm in the middle of a war there, I found myself on the road behind the car hiding and get a shot from all the direction. And that point I swear I didn't know from what direction it's come. I only pray that I'm in the right side, and you like from car to car and people screaming, like chaos that I cannot really explain. It was the block of policemen that trying to stop the terrorists that come from Be'eri side. We have the policemen that I record that trying to stop the terrorists that come from Re'im side, and we have that block of policemen, very famous videos of that block, because Bar Kupperstein, it was kidnapped from that place. Bar Kupperstein, it was security guy that worked in the Nova without weapon, and he come to help to the policemen to help us to escape. In the end, the amount of the terrorists was so big that they killed most of them, and he was kidnapped, and he was in Gaza 2 years, and he back 2 weeks ago alive, thank God, he back alive, but he was there 2 years now. Wow, it's crazy. 2 years. Like I
realize now.
Yeah, like every time, like it's 2 years to be like in the hand of. I saw policeman that was with gun like that behind the car, point to direction of Be'eri on the floor, no? And I run to him in the back, hold them, and boom, I start to cry. This is the first time that I get it, that something very bad happening. And he looked back on me and said to me, like, be careful, you are pushing me, because, you know, I was under him. I saw police officer for me, it's everything. And I look back, I see 4 people more, everybody come to that policeman, and the amount of the bullets that come from that side is like a movie, you know, movie, war movie, from all the direction, from all the distances. And my friend Yochai, he was under a car to that side, like to the Reim direction. He said to me, Mazal, you have to lay down. Like, you cannot even to be like that on the road. You have to lay down and keep going. I look to the policeman. I look my friend Yochai. I left the policeman. It's supposed to be my safe place. He's with a gun. I left the policeman. I land on the road. I start to crawl. I see people running, legs running, screaming, chaos that I cannot really explain. And as we reach to a point that we start to hear the voices of the Arabic scream. It's not bullets anymore. We get it that they're physically here and we have to hide. So we went to the bushes on side the main road. You have, it's not a bushes, like, it's a low trees. We call it like that, but you don't have here bushes. You have the road, the famous road with all the carbon, and you have line of trees tied to the road. So this is the area of the everybody called bushes, but it's so open. So we went to this line and we start to run like in that direction, like to Ranger. And when I said run, walk the bridge to get inside of the tree like that, to feel that something covered me, that low trees is not. And I run and you can see it's so open here, like the trees here, the leaves here, is the ground here is like a stone. You cannot dip and get in. You don't have an option. But this is the only thing. So we run there. I see bleeding. People bleeding on the floor, and I keep going like the brain don't understand. And then we found some hole on the ground, little bit then deep than the others, and we decided to hide there. Me and Daniel and Yochai land on our bag and start to cover themselves with plants. And I felt so exposed. And also when I said cover us, this is the leaves that we need to cover us. See, it's so open. And I feel so exposed, so I turn around on my stomach, I protect my head, and after seconds, like I said, we start to hear them. They went to the bushes, and he said in English, get up, get up, get up, you. I knew that he talked to us, and in the same time, like I refused to believe that there is talking to me right now. I don't have really time to think, and I get the back of the weapon to my head. I felt my head like that, jump and fall on the floor. A few seconds that I'm not there, like my head on the space. And when I came back, like all my head is like that, but I'm here. I feel someone straight my legs, put something heavy on my legs. He do something, and I need to play dead. I don't know how to explain that. Like, got some order, and you now playing dead. We don't think about nothing. And this is what I did. I played dead. You don't think about nothing. Another terrorist come. They start to talk with each other in Arabic, and one of them come close to me, and I felt that. So I hold my breath, and he like that pick up my face, look at me, I guess. And I go. After that, it was some ropes or something, because they pulled the thing for me, like my leg jump. They go, I back to God, like this is really happening, like I'm still in denied mode, I'm still, terrorist was here, what's going on, and I lose my conscious. But I wake up after 2 hours, and I wake up to the same noises of the worst bullet of amount of terrorists and bullets on the road, and they there, and I know that I cannot move too much, but I get it that they're not here next to me. So I call my friend Daniel's name, and I call her Danielle, but she don't answer me. So I get up my head, and I saw she was dead. I look to the right side, and I saw Yochai next to me also dead. And I back with my face to the ground. I don't know what I'm saying, I don't get it. I'm back to God, like what's going on, and please make it stop. Like I said, I wake up to the same noises, bullets, terrorists. I know that I cannot move too much. And in the time I beg into him and make some deal with him that this is my safe place. I'm gonna stay here until you do something and take me from here. And after a minute, I felt again someone come close to me. And that point I was sure this is terrorist, and that person come to me and start to look something like that on my body. I stopped to breathe at that time, scared to death, I don't need to explain. And he do like that, and after he finished, he landed on the ground next to me, and he put his leg on my legs, like this is me, this is my legs. He put his legs on me and land and don't move. And I wait 5 minutes, 10 minutes, until I felt, okay, that person keep going, land half body on me, half body on the ground, so he's not a terrorist, it's someone who's hiding. I get up my head, and I saw 22 years old girl that also was in the Nova. Freak out when she saw me. She was like about to get heart attack, I don't know. My big miracle It's crazy. That day, I swear, everybody that go from this place is miracle. I was with white short. When I back, you can see the scar that I have in my head.
Yeah.
Okay, when person protect his head, they do like that, right? I did like that. She was up and down, and with that hand, I hold that hand like that, and my face was on the ground, like I breathed the sand. I have long hair. I was like that. I get the back of the weapon. The weapon didn't touch my head. You see that and that. She get all the power of the heat, and they blow up. A lot of flesh go out. I was, like I said, white shirt. All my bag was full of blood, and it looked like all this blood is for my head. So she was sure that I get a shot in my head. So she freaked out. And what she did on me is look a phone to ask for help. And she don't found the phone because I land on my phone. So she decided to hide between the bodies and playing dead. Except me and two of my friends, it was there two more bodies, the two boys that was in the party. And when we start to talk, I give her my phone. She started to text message to everyone in my WhatsApp location. Also, this is how I know the time. We stopped to connect the word in 9:20. And she sent the first message in 11:30, something like that. Now she sent to everybody a message and location, and after minutes it's like that. You will never succeed to process one thing, and after a minute I start to hear something, like some noises behind me that I don't succeed to recognize, and I turn around to see, and I see fire, and I get it. They burn all the line of the trees. Now you can see the 7th of October, it was no trees there. Now you cannot see it because everything, it's cut because it was burned. I see fire and I look back, I'm shocked. I look back to that girl and I said, like, we have fire here. And she took the phone and message to everyone, we need rescue, begging to people. And I wait until the fire come really, really close, until it start to be very hot, and it reached to a point that it was so hot that it scared me more, from dying, from the road, from I don't know what. And I only want to be on the road like that. I want to be away from the fire. I saw a bandit car on the road, like many abandoned car that was there, and I said to that girl, I run to the most close abandoned car and I'm gonna to hide there. She didn't want to come with me. I stand up, I hold my hand like that. She was blown up, like I said. It was very bad. And I lay down and I, again, some deal with God. God, please, if I need to die, I get a shot and I'm gonna die, but I'm not let the fire touch me like that. And I lay down and I run, open the car, it was open. It's also big luck, miracle, everything. And I went to the back seat where you put the legs on the floor, tied to the door, do me like a ball, tiny as I can, my legs with my butt, with my head, with my legs, with like a ball. I was there, low as possible I can. It was their blanket, I cover myself. It's like a movie, I swear. And then I get it that maybe someone see me, because I run, I don't look if the terrorist there or there. I only run, I run from the fire, I don't care. Like I forgot everything. And the moment I reach to the car, I get it that they there, like the terrorist there, and maybe every second they can open the, wow, it was the top of the, I think that day, the first minute, hell of the hell, but they didn't come, thank God. And I was in that car 2 hours, and at that 2 hours I hear them come close and go far and come close and go far, and then you start to hear the fire, because it's not now little, it's like the car burns, so you start to hear the fire, and I start to scared to blow up in the car, and but you cannot go out because there's on the road. It was around 12, it was the top of the amount of terrorists that was there, and I stayed there around 3 afternoon. Some angel, it's called Torchiaro, open the car. I look up, I see man, blood on his hand. We get a shot. I get it, he's from the party in the city when I see him. And with him, the girl that was with me in that trees. She didn't go out like me, like I said. Also, she reached at me after she lost 4 friends. She was with 4 friends, 3 girls, 1 boy. Also a miracle. Like I said, everybody that survived that day is a miracle. There was 5 run, she fall. I don't know how they separate. 4 was murder. She reached at me. Now, what she did is jump from bush to bush. She burned a little in her back. And around 2:30, this is the time that the terrorists finished specifically this point of road. I was here, like straight here, behind the road. I was there. Like this specific road, I believe and they, I don't know, they burn everything. So maybe they come here, I don't know. 3 survivors take the advantage to escape in that moment, and they go out, and she reached to them and she tell them that I'm in the car. They come to me, they take me. We was 5 people, all of us from the party. The man who took me find another car that worked, and we drive together to Junction Urim, that was like meeting spot with ambulance and like that. And from Sham, we go to that way, yes. Yes. Because the terrorists, all this area, it was like damaged, like they go inside the country. Like when we escape, like with people in my phone also, that man how to drive, he tell them like this damage, like they go to that side, so escape to that side. And they did like a meeting spot with ambulance and like that. So we drive to that direction, and we reached to Tzomet Urim, Junction Urim. From then, they took me to the hospital. They checked my brain, that I don't have bleed or something there. They do me 2 seizures in my hand, and my friend they found after a week. The hard week that I have all my life. Yes, it was very, we don't understand, because we set the location in the morning, and I know for sure that they're dead, and we don't understand what's going on, how they don't found. And the father come here after 3 days to look his son, and he not there, so where they are, and the hard conversation that I have all my life. And after a week we get a call, and we get it that they're found in the first day. The problem is the fire. And I believe my trauma don't succeed to connect the fact that something like that can happening, and this is why. Like I said, only in our little area it was 4 bodies, okay? My friends and 2 boys. All this line of, it was so many bodies there that everyone, the fire hit them. So this is why it took a week to recognize them. And since then I have 4 months that I'm trying to understand still now, but in the beginning it was, I don't know to explain. And after that, then thanks to the fact that I have my son, like I say, him my power. If not him, I don't know if I was here talking with you, I swear. And I get it that I have to fight, because you see all the lies, protect. Even we have all the evidence, nobody go and arrest the Hamas, nobody go, and I get it that I have to fight. And the lie about the image about Israel, do apartheid, don't give the same rights, and the Palestinians and Gaza and everything that's happening here. And I get it that I have to fight. So I come here at least 3 times a week. I go delegation around the world. I try to talk with everyone that wants to listen. And it's very sad that we are 2 years and we are still like, the last delegation I was in New York now, when it was 2 years, 1 month ago. And I was in the university, good university, and I talk with the student. We do like it was Setteottobre, like 2 years, and we do like a ceremony like that. And after we finish, we go down to go back to the hotel, and then I see in the middle of the university they did a ceremony for the terrorists of the 7th of October. The middle of the university, not in the street, not like a freedom speech, no, in the middle of the university with candles, in hijab and all this, I don't know, like. And I said, how it's possible that they allowed? It's like in the 9/11 in Ben Gurion University, they gonna do ceremony
for Osama bin Laden.
It's the same. It's the same. So it starts with that. I cannot educate the students if the big boss there allowed them to do. So how can we they do protest, and then they go to the school that the people there, he can be the next president, The students, political, like stuff like that they make decision about our future, about children, about like what's going on. And I get it that it's sad. And in the same time also, we have a lot of support. In the beginning, I didn't see it. It was very scary to see how all the world hate us, even we have all the evidence. But after I come here a lot of time and I go delegation and I see a lot of people, and I get it that they do a lot of noises and violence and like that, so they look like they are most. But it's not like that. the good part in this world of the people, the good part of people is we are the most. Like, this is what I trying to say. So really, thank you so much to be part. My fight and our fight and the world fight.